Hello everyone, it's Cherie. Welcome to my channel. I'm working in a new journal. This is my fall journal. I am almost done with my summer journal, so I'll be doing a flip through of that soon enough. And I made this journal quite a while ago, so I'm just kind of familiarizing myself with it again in the pages. And I do have a flip through of this journal on my channel if you want to check it out. I have 3 photos that I want to, I have a story that I want to journal about. I have 3 photos that go along with that story. So I really liked the left side of this page here. I like that pattern. And I knew that I was, that's where I wanted to go. But the right side was, it's just a short little dictionary paper there. So I knew if I was going to use that I would have to add to it. Give me a little bit more surface area for the 3 photos. And I didn't want to have multiple pages for this story. I kind of just wanted it to be on one spread. So I have this printable ledger paper here. It's in a kit in my shop. I'm not sure which one though. I apologize. And I have that scrap piece there, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted to put the scrap piece down so that that printable paper there, if just give it a little bit more strength. But I decided not to do that, to kind of work on the left side first. So I have this other piece of scrap, and I decided to go ahead and use it to break up that page. It's got some really cute little blue florals on it, little cute flowers, and so I just threw that down there. And I wanted to put something on the right side of it where the background pattern was showing through. So I decided to put the piece of washi down there. So this is a picture of my Pepe, my mother's father. And the story that I'm telling is about whistling, and how there's certain people in our family that are whistlers. So I have this other printable of that image there of a tree. It's Little Bindy's Johanna's. I think it's in one of her zine or zine, however you say it, kits. I'm not quite sure which one though, but and then I have this plastic slip pocket that is from an old photo album, the waterfall type photo albums. I ripped it out. I ripped a bunch of them out of an old photo album, and I thought, I wonder if I could use these in my journals. So I was trying to figure out, how exactly I wanted to do it, and I just took out the little piece of paper that was in the little slip pocket, and I glued some more scrap pieces on there, and then I put the printable on there as well. And then that there is a illustration, and it says whistles on it. It's got a cute little poem about whistling with some children trying to whistle. So I decided to go ahead and cut out the poem, which is what I'm doing now. I'm sorry I'm off camera. And see if I could stick it, if it would go okay on there. And I liked it. So I decided to go ahead and glue that down, or use it. I don't know what I'm doing now. Digging through stuff, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I went and was looking for some ink, just because I wanted to ink the edges a little bit, just to kind of make it pop, so it didn't look like it just kind of blended, give it a little pop. And then I also inked the edges on the paper itself. And I took it over to my sewing machine and stitched around it. Yeah, I like how it looked. I like how it turned out. So yeah, so we have whistlers in our family. And whenever I hear my brother whistle, it always makes me smile. And then my youngest daughter, she just learned how to, and she does it now too. And I love it. It brings me so much joy to hear it, because it, brings me back to my childhood and the fact that she does it as well. So I have that ledger paper there, and then I glued that scrap paper on the one side of the ledger, the side that's facing up, obviously. And then I was just trying to figure out how exactly I wanted to do this, because I was thinking I still have 2 more photos that I need to put in here, and I still need to journal about this. But I didn't really, it was okay, but I didn't really like the dictionary page showing through. So I was thinking maybe I could put a piece of ribbon on there, or maybe some washi tape. And then I have this bag of fabric scraps that was right in front of me. And I really liked that fabric there. It's a vintage piece. It might even be fabric ribbon. I'm not quite sure. But it had blue flowers on it as well. And I liked the colors. I felt like they went really well. But I didn't like the bulk. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to make it bulky or not, because this is my first entry in this journal. And I'm going to try to not do things quite so bulky, because my journals they just get way chunky. Extremely chunky. So I went with the washi tape, and I decided I would just use a little piece of the fabric because I liked it so much. I wanted to put a little bit of it on there. So yeah, so I'm just gonna stick just a little piece down. Just enough to give it another little pop of blue. And then I'm just gluing that digital linen on there, which is also in one of my, I think it's in the same kit as that ledger paper. It's actually a hanky. It's really pretty. So yeah, my brain's still kind of going, okay, like where am I going to put all my photos, and am I going to have enough room, and am I going to have enough room for my journaling? Should I maybe put a pocket somewhere or something so that I can journal on another piece of paper if I need to, and tuck it in somewhere? So those were kind of like the thoughts that were going through my head while I was doing this. And then I ended up printing out a smaller photo of the one of my Pepe, because the other one was just a little bit too big. I felt like the photo flip pocket was covering too much of the photo. So I went ahead and printed it out at a smaller size. And yeah, I'm just trying to see where that's going to line up at. And then I still have this picture of my brother and his kids. So I thought maybe I could just tuck an envelope underneath this, and it will make it another little surface area that I need. So I decided to do that. And then I thought if my journaling goes over, then I can just tuck it in the envelope and I'll be good to go. So I just used some more scrap paper, and I didn't like really try to find anything that was super matchy. I just dug through my scrap bin and found the first piece of paper that I thought went okay. yeah, so see, there's that. And I like that one better, the smaller one. Smaller photo. So once I get it glued, I'll have multiple pages that will flip out. But they're all on the same spread, you know, all in the same area. And yeah, so I just glue that down. Now my brother, he whistles all the time too, just like my Pepe. And it's just so funny. It's I don't even know really how to explain it. It's like breathing for them. They just don't realize that they do it, you know, quite as much as they do. And yeah, so I just glued that envelope down there, and then I have these little, that is a trading card, a blank back trading card. And then the other one, that other little vintage card is from I think it's an Old Maid game, a vintage Old Maid card. So I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I was looking for something to go underneath the photo that was going to go there. And that's his graduation photo. My mother loved that photo, so I wanted to use it because it reminded me of her. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put these other little pieces that I have. And so far I'm really liking it. And I decided just to go ahead and glue it down because I was all done with that. Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and ink the edges of that envelope as well. You can't really tell, but you kind of can. So that's the back side. I actually collaged that upside down without even thinking. Well, I collaged it the right way, but without thinking. When you flip it up, it's going to be upside down. But it's okay. It's no biggie. Yep. So I decided to put the little Old Maid card over there by my brother. And I liked the whistle, that card there, that blank back trading card. So I just stapled that down. And I really like the tree because it reminds me of a family tree. And I decided to use the same washi tape that I used on the other side. Oh, and I also stitched, but I guess I cut that part out where I showed you on the ledger paper, the brown scrap paper actually, around that side. I stitched around that as well. And then I was thinking about putting another little piece of that fabric there, but I decided just to make a little tab, or use it as a tab instead. And what do I do next? Oh yeah, so that's that illustration where the poem came from. So I just cut it out of the children whistling, and I knew I wanted to put it in this page. I just wasn't quite sure where, but I like it there. And then I went through my stash and pulled out a bunch of these like quote family type stickers that are clear. Just pulled out a bunch just to use. And then that's just a label, a printable label from Roxy Creations. So that one says, what does it say? The memories we give may a lifetime live in the hearts of those we hold close. And then that one says pages of remembrance. And then obviously legacy of love. I end up using that. So yeah, so I just looked through them and peeled off some that I felt went with my my thoughts of the whistle and my family members, and I like it whenever I use my stash. And I have a whole bunch of those sheets that need to be used up. Too many. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to put something underneath this sticker or not. Like if I wanted to put a piece of washi down or something else, but I decided, nah, it'll be alright, just as it is. And then I'd actually called my brother when I was working on this to ask him if Mom had ever mentioned anything about how his whistling reminded excuse me, her of her father. And he said, oh yes, she would tell me all the time that she loves it when I whistle, to hear it, because it reminds her of her dad, and he was such a happy man, and it makes her happy that he does it, and it makes me happy that my youngest daughter does it as well. It's just so sweet, you know, just these sweet little family traits that that are passed down, and you know, they don't even realize it. But it makes me very happy as well. Especially when I hear her out of the blue in her room playing with her dolls or her teacups or whatever, and she's just steadily whistling. It's just the cutest thing while she's doing it. So I was getting ready, I believe, to do my journaling. And yeah, I just threw a book under there so I could actually write on a hard surface, or a book. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I wanted to write the family whistle, I think. Yeah, that's what I wrote. The family whistle. And then I ended up writing his name on there. So I did my journaling. I started there, and then I had another piece of ledger paper, and I just finished it on that ledger paper and tucked it in the envelope. And then the other picture obviously is in there, the one that I didn't use. And then I realized, oh, I forgot a spot. So let me put another sticker down. And that one says Treasured Memories. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.